Hello students, in today's video we are going to continue with probability practice set 5.4. So let's just get started with it quickly. Here we are going to learn what is meant by probability of an event. In 5.3 we have already learned what is meant by an event. Event means favorable conditions, and before that we have already learned what is meant by a sample space. Sample space means the number of possible outcomes or the possible outcomes, and n of s would be the number of sample points. Okay, so a particular sample space is there, out of which what are the favorable outcomes, they are called as an event. And now we are going to learn what is meant by probability of an event. So let's see. The probability of an event A is a finite space S, is written as P of A and is defined as P of A is equal to number of sample points in event A upon number of sample points in sample space. We'll see one example, that time you'll understand. This is how the formula is written. Probability of event A occurring is n of A upon n of S. One example we can see is, let's say, if one coin is tossed. Now we know the sample space. We'll take very simple example so that it is easier to understand. Now sample space for one coin is tossed is just H and T. There could be a head or there could be a tail. Okay. Now we will have some event, define some event. An event is such, event A is such that it should be a head only. It should be a head only. So then sample point of that event would be H. One sample point would be there. Okay. Now what is the probability of this event A occurring? So how do we find that? P of A is n of A upon n of S. N of A would be 1 and n of S is 2. So in this case, see, there are 2 points here and 1 point here, means there are 50% chances of either head occurring, or if I say I want tail in the event, so there are 50% chances of head coming or there are 50% chances of tail coming. So this is the sample space. You can say here, just the word space has come, you can say finite sample space it is. Okay, the probability of an event A in a finite sample space S is written as P of A and is defined as number of sample points in A and number of sample points in sample space. So I hope it is clear now. Let's see some other important points related to it. Let's remember. The probability of any event is from 0 to 1 or 0% to 100%. So probability is always given in terms of a fraction. See, 0 to 1 it is 0 to 1. Now in 0 and 1, between 0 and 1, we know that there are no natural numbers. There are no whole numbers between 0 and 1. So between 0 and 1, whatever are there, they are all fractions, right? You can have 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 0 0.5. So probability would be in fractions. So it is given either in terms of fractions. Now this 0 0.5 we can always write it as half, right? I hope everybody knows that. 0 0.5 is equals to half. This is called as decimal representation and this is called as fractional form. This is written in form of fraction and this is the decimal representation, decimal. Okay, decimal point is given, right? So this is a decimal. So 0.5 is nothing but fraction. So probability of any event is always given in terms of fraction or in terms of percentage. Percentage means you all know what, out of 100. So when it is given in terms of percentage, it will go from 0% to 100%. Now half, if it is half, means probability is 50%. When it is half, the probability would be 50%. These are the things you will have to understand. If you remember, last year we had one lesson, ratio and proportion, wherein we have learned how to convert a fraction into a percentage or how to convert a percentage into a fraction. So all these things we already know. In case you have forgotten, you can always go back to the 9th standard textbook and you can always revise that. The probability is always expressed as a fraction or as a percentage. The probability 1 upon 4 is written as 25%. So just one example I'll show you. This is 1 upon 4. How do we convert fraction into percentage? As I told you, percentage is always 100. Percentage means in the denominator you should have 100. Out of 100, how much? That is what is meant by percentage. So here in the denominator 4 is there. We want to get 100 here. How do I make 100? 4 into 25. 25 4s are 100. Right? So since I am multiplying here by 25 in the denominator, numerator also I should be multiplying by 25. So I got 25 upon 100. And 25 upon 100 means 25%. Okay, so probability 1 upon 4, this is given in fractional form. Probability 1 upon 4 means 25%. Probability 1 upon 2 would be equals to 50%. Okay, this is how we can convert it into the percentage. Now 5.4. If two coins are tossed, find the probability of the following events: getting at least one head, getting no head. So first thing we have to do is to write the sample space of whatever the question is given. Okay, then write down the sample space for the event and then divide both. You will get the probability. Okay, just one thing you have to understand here. It is given in the form of a note. At least. The word at least means at least one means one or more. Okay, and at the most, at least means one or more, and at the most means one or none, means at the most one. There could not be cannot be more than one. So just really confusing words, that's why they have clarified maybe. The sample space we know for two coins tossed is there are four, right? There are four elements in that sample space. And what are those four elements? By now I hope everybody knows. HH, HT, TH and TT. These are the four elements when two coins are tossed. Now what is the first event? Getting at least one head. Means there has to be at least one head in the element. Now this last one will not come because there is no head in it. So there will be three elements in the event, and in the sample space there are four elements. So here in the event we have three elements. 1 minute, let me just make a change. TT will not come. There are three elements only. TT will not come because the event is at least one head turns up. Okay, so it's HH, HT, TH. So N of A is 3. So probability will be N of A upon N of S. N of A is 3 and N of S is 4. So that's going to be 3 upon 4. So probability of event A is 3 upon 4. Let's see the next one. Let B be the event where no head turns up. So that's TT. That's the only one event where one element where no head turns up. So that's going to be 1 upon 4 now. Probability of B is going to be 1 upon 4. So here there are, so if you convert this into percentage, this should be 75%. So there are 75% chances of these three coming, HH, HT and TH. And there are 25% chances of this coming, TT. Now the second question, if two dice are rolled simultaneously, find the probability of the following events. Two dice are rolled simultaneously. So we know when two dice are rolled, there are 36 possibilities, and we have already seen what are those 36 possibilities and how do we write those. So first we will just write down the sample space of two dice are rolled. So this is the sample space of two dice are rolled. N of S is 36. Now what is the event we will see? Sum of the digits on the upper faces is at least 10. Sum of the digits on the upper faces is at least 10. Now which elements will have it at least 10 we will see. This is 9. At least 10 means minimum 10 or more than 10. See, this is 10. This is 10. This is 10. More than 10. More than 10. More than 10. This is 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them are there. So it would be 6 upon 36. Okay, so probability is 1 upon 6. Sum of the digits on the upper faces is 33. Sum of the digits on the upper faces is 33. I don't think there is any such elements where it is 33. Let's see, but first this. Let A be the event that sum of the digits on the upper face is at least 10. So we will have so many, 6 of them. So P of A is N of A upon N of S. So that is going to be 1 upon 6. Probability is 1 upon 6. Let's see what is with B. I don't think any sum is 33. The sum of the digits on upper faces is maximum 12. So this is going to be an empty space, empty set. So B is going to be an empty set. So probability of B occurring is 0. There will be no probability of B coming at all. Okay. So it's 0. Probability of B is going to be 0. Then number 3 is what? C be the event that digits on the first die is greater than the digit on the second die. So many other digits on the first die, that is this first die, is greater than the second die. So we have to choose and find out all such elements, okay, where first digit is more. Okay, so how many are there? 15 such are there. So that's going to be 15 upon 36. 15 upon 36. So that's 5 upon 2. 12, I think that was. There are, next sum, there are 15 tickets in a box, each bearing one of the numbers from 1 to 15. One ticket is drawn at random from the box. Find the probability of event that the ticket drawn shows an even number. And the second one shows a number which is multiple of 5. First step to write down the sample space. So just let's write down the sample space and find out number of sample points N of S first. So the sample space is going to be this, because there are 1 to 15 tickets. So we just write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15. So N of S is going to be 15 first. Now let's see what is the first event. That the ticket drawn shows an even number. So just check how many even numbers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 even numbers are there. I hope you all know what is the definition of even number. Numbers that are divisible by 2, or you can also say numbers that come in table of 2. They are all even numbers. So this is going to be 7 upon 15, right? So let A be the event that the ticket drawn bears an even number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are there. How I got 7? 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I have missed one. 8. Yeah, I have missed 8 over here. Let me write that 8. Okay, so we got 7 numbers. Alright, we got 7 numbers. So there are 7 numbers here. So it is going to be 7 upon 15. N of A is 7 now. N of A is 7. And probability. Okay, probability of event A occurring. Probability of event A occurring is going to be N of A upon N of S. N of A is 7. N of S is 15. So that's going to be 7 upon 15. Let's move on to the next one. Shows a number. The card drawn shows a number which is multiple of 5. Multiple of 5 means, remember, comes in the table of 5. So this is 1, 2, 3. 3 such numbers are there. So that's going to be 3 upon 15. Let B be the event that the ticket drawn bears a number which is a multiple of 5. So there are 3 such numbers. So N of B is 3 and probability of B is going to be 3 upon 15. So that's 1 upon 5. Next, a two-digit number is formed with digits 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 without repetition. What is the probability that the number formed is an odd number, a multiple of 5? First write down S as usual. Now how do we form the numbers? First take 2 and change the numbers, remaining numbers. That means write 23, 25, 27 and 29. Then take 3, 32, 35, 37 and 39. Then we'll take 5, 52, 53, 57 and 59. And we can take 7, 72, 73, 75, 79. Then we can take 9, 92, 93, 95 and 97. Without repetition, they have said. You cannot repeat the number. You cannot write 99, 22 like that. So this is how 4 the 16 numbers I have got. Let's see what is the sample space. Okay. Oh, I have missed few. I written 16 only. They have got 20 here, 23, 25, 27, 29. One number I didn't take in first, maybe 32, 35, 37, 39, 4 of each. Then of 5, 52, 53, 57, 59. Then 7. Each number, 7 I didn't take. 7 I didn't take first. 72, 73, 75, 79, 92, 93, 95, 97. Okay. So each number gives you 4 digits. Each number gives you 4 digits. So there are 20 such numbers coming in the sample space. So sample space has got 20 such numbers. Now, what is the event? An odd number. Odd number means what? The numbers that are not divisible by 2. That means the numbers that do not come in table of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 such I have got. Let me see. So n of a is 16. Now probability of a is going to be n of a upon n of s. So that's going to be 16 upon 20. That's 4 upon 5. And next event is a multiple of 5. Multiple of 5 means coming in table of 5. Any number here, 25. Then any other, 75. 25, 35, 25, 35, 2 and 75 and 95. These 4 numbers are divisible by 5. Divisible by 5, no, they've said multiple of 5. Multiple of 5 means same, coming in the table of 5. Okay, so 4 numbers I have got. Multiple of 5, 25, 35, 75, 95. So n of b is 4. So probability of b would be n of b upon n of s. So that's 4 upon 20. That's 1 upon 5. Next, fifth sum. A card is drawn at random from a pack of well shuffled 52 playing cards. Find the probability that the card drawn is an ace or a spade. Okay, now you should know how many ace are there, how many spade cards are there. All these concepts we have done in the very first video should be known to you. Okay, so here sample space is 52 in this case. S is the sample space and sample space is 52. Okay, there are 52 playing cards. Now there are 4 ace. You know there are 4 types of cards, right? 4 suits are there: club, spade, diamond and hearts. And there are 4 aces. So that's going to be 4 upon 52. Card drawn is an ace. There are 4 suits: spade, heart, diamond and a club. Each suit has 1 ace actually. That S has gone. Each suit has 1 ace. So n of a is 4. Probability of a is n of a upon n of s. So probability of a is 4 upon 52, which is 1 upon 13. Now let's see next. It is a spade card. The card drawn is a spade card. Let B be the event that the card drawn is a spade and there are 13 cards in the suit of spade. One spade can be drawn out of 13 spade cards in 13 ways. So 13 upon 52. So probability would be 13 upon 52, which is 1 upon 4. So that's it for practice set 5.4. Hope so the video was helpful to you. Thank you so much.